The 1980s and 90s in Italy were marked by glamour, political shifts, and a massive late-night entertainment revolution. At the center of this revolution were a group of fearless women who challenged every social taboo. They weren't just ordinary actresses, they became national pop culture icons, legal rebels, and even political figures. But behind the flashing lights and the mainstream fame lies a world of dark secrets, political blackmail, and scandals that shook the very foundations of the Vatican. One of them walked into the Italian Parliament as an elected lawmaker. Another published a secret diary exposing the nation's elite before vanishing into thin air. And today we are diving deep into their forbidden histories. Get ready as we count down the top 7 most controversial Italian screen divas, exploring their lives, their most famous adult films, and the shocking stories that changed Italy forever. Starting our countdown at number 7 is the iconic Laura Gemser. While born in Indonesia, Laura moved to Europe and became an absolute sensation in the Italian film industry during the 70s and 80s. Her definitive and most controversial breakthrough came with the globally famous bold drama franchise, Black Emanuelle. The films were highly provocative and pushed the boundaries of mainstream cinema at the time, turning Laura into an international symbol of bold entertainment. However, her career was surrounded by intense controversy. In conservative Europe, the films faced heavy censorship, and many countries banned them entirely. But the real drama unfolded behind the scenes. The media frequently attacked her for her explicit choices, and she faced immense pressure from both societal groups and the film industry itself. Despite the heavy criticism and legal battles over the film's distribution, Laura remained fiercely independent, carving out a legendary cult status in Italian cinema history, before retiring quietly from the spotlight. At number 6 is the sophisticated Luana Borgia. Luana's controversy wasn't just about what happened on camera, but who she was off camera. She belonged to an incredibly aristocratic, wealthy, and noble Italian family. In a deeply traditional and conservative European high society, a daughter of blue blood entering this field was a catastrophic scandal. Her family used all their political and financial influence to stop her, but Luana was unstoppable. She solidified her status as a superstar with the release of Luana, the Rebel Countess, a film that capitalized on her real-life high society background. Her defiance didn't stop at movies. She began giving brutally honest intellectual primetime television interviews, defending her personal freedom. She openly claimed that her work was a form of self-expression and liberation, sending massive shockwaves through Italy's elite social classes who viewed her as a traitor to her own heritage. Coming in at number 5 is the fierce Jessica Rizzo. While Jessica was highly successful on screen, most notably starring in the classic bold hit Roman Scandals, her biggest headlines came from a multi-million-dollar legal battle that gripped the nation. When she chose her stage name, she was immediately hit with a massive lawsuit by an iconic, high-end Italian fashion designer who shared the exact same last name, Rizzo. The designer claimed that Jessica's bold career was completely tarnished and destroying her luxury brand's global reputation. This intense legal feud over the rights to a name dragged on for years in the Italian high courts and became a daily fixation for national newspapers. Against all odds, Jessica refused to back down, fiercely defending her right to her professional identity. She won the historic case, kept her name, and masterfully used the massive media publicity to launch her own highly lucrative bold entertainment and production empire. Number 4 brings us to the fiercely rebellious Millie D'Abraccio. Millie was never one to stay quiet or follow the rules. In a country deeply rooted in Roman Catholicism, she pushed the boundaries of controversy by starring in the provocative bold film Vatican Secrets, a movie that intentionally used heavy religious imagery. This immediately drew the wrath of religious institutions. But Millie didn't care. She began launching open verbal attacks against the Vatican and the strict conservative doctrines of the Church. In live television debates, she boldly criticized the Pope's decisions regarding human rights and personal freedoms. In a country where the Catholic Church holds immense cultural and political sway, her defiance divided the nation into furious debates. To take things even further, she later attempted to found an official political party aimed at dismantling conservative laws, ensuring her place in history as one of Italy's most outspoken rebels. Taking the number 3 spot is the multi-talented Eva Henger. After dominating the bold film industry in the 90s, starring in cult classics like Flesh and the Devil, Eva accomplished something incredibly rare. She successfully transitioned into mainstream Italian television as a respected host and reality TV star. However, her biggest controversy exploded decades later, completely live on air. In 2018, while participating in the massively popular primetime reality show L'Isola dei Famosi, Eva broke script. On live national television, she openly accused a fellow celebrity contestant of smuggling and consuming illegal substances on the production set. This explosive revelation completely derailed the reality show, creating a massive national media frenzy, known as Cannagate. For months, every major news channel and talk show in Italy debated the legality and ethics of her live exposure, proving that even after leaving the bold industry, Eva still knew how to shake the entire country. At number 2 is an absolute cultural phenom and an intellectual powerhouse, Moana Pozzi. Moana was far more than a bold star. She was a mainstream intellectual, a political activist, and a highly revered TV icon. Her legendary status on screen was solidified with films like Fantasia, which became icons of late-night cinema. However, her true controversy reached a boiling point when she published a scandalous, tell-all autobiography. In the book, she detailed her secret, intimate relationships with top-tier Italian prime ministers, powerful politicians, famous footballers, and international billionaires. The revelations sent absolute panic through the halls of power, but the ultimate mystery happened in 1994. When it was abruptly announced that she had passed away from cancer at the young age of 33 in a French hospital. Because her death was shrouded in secrecy, and because she possessed secrets that could destroy the nation's entire political elite, many Italians still believe she faked her death. To this day, investigative documentaries are still made questioning if Moana is still alive, living a hidden life under witness protection. And finally, at number 1 is Ilona Staller, universally known across the globe as Ciccolina. Ciccolina didn't just break societal rules, she completely shattered international politics. While she was already a massive star with legendary global hits like The Glamorous Life of Ciccolina, she made history in 1987 by doing the unthinkable. Running on a platform of human rights and free expression, she was officially elected as a member of the Italian Parliament. But her most viral, jaw-dropping moment came in 1990 during the height of the Gulf War. In a shocking official public statement, Ciccolina offered to spend an intimate night with the brutal Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein. Under one condition, he had to stop the invasion, withdraw his troops, and prevent a global war. This bizarre and unprecedented diplomatic offer put her on the front pages of global news, from New York to Tokyo. She cemented her legacy not just as a bold film star, but as the single most controversial, headline-grabbing diva in world history. From the legal wars over a name to entering the halls of Parliament and faking deaths, these 7 women utilized their fame to disrupt a deeply conservative society. They proved that behind the late-night glamour lay sharp minds, fierce political views, and stories that will never be forgotten. Which of these historic scandals surprised you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.